Hi everyone, welcome back to my Inspilling channel. I know now it's an extremely difficult time for everyone, and especially for teachers who are struggling or who are new to distance learning. So in this video, I'm going to go over some tips and tools I prefer using for distance learning or online teaching. So some very common video or online streaming apps are Zoom, Google Hangout, and Skype, and I'm going to go over some pros and cons of them. So the first one that you've been hearing right now is Zoom. So what that does is that you students don't need an account for Zoom. All that is needed is you, the teacher, who creates a conference session for them and send out the link to each student. And so they, as students, they can just join the video conference by clicking in one link, which is actually pretty easy for students to use. Another pro for Zoom is that you can mute the students when they come in, and when they actually have a question, they can click the button raise hand, and once it's up, you can see the students and you can unmute them. Why this feature is really important, because once you have a classroom of just 5 people, let's say, it gets very chaotic if everyone is trying to speak at once. So being able to mute them and having them to raise hand I think is very essential. Another good thing about Zoom is that the video quality is pretty high, and I think it's the highest among all 3 that I just mentioned. And so students can see you very clearly. And the downside of Zoom is that it only allows 40 minutes of streaming for free. There are many different types of subscriptions on Zoom, but the free version only allows 40 minutes. And so the second one that I mentioned was Google Hangout. And free Google Hangout will allow you to have up to 15 participants at one time, and there's no limit on the time, and video quality is not the best, but it's an option, definitely. And Google Hangouts very convenient. Almost everyone has a Google account. I don't know. And so the last one is Skype. And so with Skype, it allows up to 50 people in one chat, and you can also share screens with the students. Just keep in mind that Google Hangout and Skype were not designed for you to do online instructions. So if you're in a class like I do in math that allows you to do a lot of writing, that may not work well. So that's why I'm going to introduce you to the second method that I was going to do, which is none of those. And what I chose to do is I chose to do 2 things. I chose to pre-record a lesson, like what I'm doing right now with my tripod and my camera, and I position it and I just film from there. But when you film, I will recommend you to actually get something like this. That's called self-stick dry erase sheets, and what it does is that you can actually get these sheets and post it on the wall, and you can write on it with a dry erase marker. So whatever you write here, so in a class that requires a lot of writing and symbols, this will be much better than typing it out on computer. So that was the first part of my teaching, pre-recorded lessons. The second part I will be doing is online live discussions. I will have the students to watch the videos first, and then come to an office hour of live discussion that I'm hoping everyone will join. Actually, I'm going to make it mandatory. And so what I'm going to do with that is that, because I'm not choosing any one of those platforms, with online discussion, my school provides a Blackboard Collaborate. I know not every school has that, but I think most colleges do provide it. So on that note, I will So Blackboard Collaborate will allow me to share files online, like a presentation PowerPoint, and also I can write on a virtual whiteboard. When I write on the virtual whiteboard, I would actually recommend you getting something like a pen tablet that I got this a long time ago. So how it looks like, it looks like just a tablet, and then comes with a pen, and you would actually write on it and write all the math symbols. With pre-recorded lesson, I really recommend you getting a tripod for your camera or your phone, just so that it doesn't keep moving around. A tripod usually range from $20 to a couple $100, but you stay on your budget. So I think the very basic ones on $25, it just works fine. And that being said, good luck to all of my teachers. I know this is so much to teach, so much to learn, and so much to cover. And as teachers, if we're not spending as much time and effort than before, then definitely more time and more effort. So hang in there, I understand you, and please stay calm, and feel free to comment if you have any questions for me, and stay healthy. I will see you in the next video.